Hi, I'm Judy Mausolf, and today I would like to talk to you about how the buck stops with leadership. Every office culture is unique based on its leadership. What leaders do, even what they don't do, affects the culture. Culture is always a direct result of the leader's actions or inactions. If leaders don't cultivate a culture by design, well, guess what? They'll cultivate a culture by default. The good news is here, leaders, that if your practice culture is awesome, take a bow. The bad news is, leaders, if your practice culture is negative, you get to take a bow as well. I often hear dentists say, Judy K, I just want to focus on doing dentistry and leave the rest to someone else. And I get it. There's only so much you can do in a day, and that's really what you went to school for, was to be a dentist. But there's this pesky thing that comes in that regardless of whether you want to hand it off to someone else or not, if you're the practice owner, you are responsible for every decision and every action that happens in the practice. In the end, it's what you accept or allow that determines the practice culture, and the buck stops with you. So if you want to utilize a practice administrator, which I highly recommend, or have other leadership team members that help you with your leadership, it's important that your leadership team is cohesive. And the best way to do that is to make sure that your leadership team understands your vision or your why for your practice. I suggest, instead of a vision or mission statement, which I find to be rambling and not very powerful or effective, is to choose 4 core words in order of priority of what is necessary or important for you to have in your practice culture. It will help you and your leadership team make decisions that support your why for your practice. And then meet with your leadership team, what I refer to as the we team, on a weekly basis, so you can have real-time discussions, you can resolve issues before emotions soar, and you can keep each other in the loop. And that way you empower your leadership team to lead the direction you want your practice to go. That way you are creating the culture you desire versus the culture that your leadership team desires. When you have your leadership team meetings on a weekly basis and you are clear about the direction you're going to go, you will be creating a culture by design versus a culture by default. This is Judy K. Mausolf wishing you an awesome day today, because today is a great day to show your shine.